68 degrees. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful day. We're house sitting another dog. JC?
Yeah, I got news for you. Well, I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us. This is Athens in the AM on a Thursday morning. Cooper Company Live. Jeffrey Scott, Matthew, and Lewis and Son Roofing and Construction Kitchen on a Thursday morning.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
What you cooking?
Today is chicken tortellini soup.
Chicken tortellini soup.
Fantastic idea.
Well, it don't smell too good.
Well, it's getting there. We boiled some chicken earlier, and we're going to get rolling with this here in a few minutes.
We got a whole Thursday cooking here. What else is coming up today? I got my three stooges over this morning. David Sharp. Good morning, David. Morning. All right. Got to talk about Lewis and Son Roofing a little bit. Donnie, I can't believe the Saints are going to screw me out on the NFL season.
You?
And
what are you talking
Zachary,
about?
Bama.
Sean Payton's coming over to LSU. He's going to help LSU.
Hey, Zach, today, can you keep your hands to yourself?
Yeah. Hey, he's got a new car. He's a whole new man.
My hands are right here.
Yeah. I know how you are, Zach. I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
I'm not the other guy that used to sit in the seat.
Now,
It's funny, he wouldn't let me sit over there.
Jeff, you aren't the only one that was cooked something. We're going to show right here this morning, if y'all want to eat a fish sandwich or something, that is genuine catfish. Frank took Gloria and me fishing. I didn't fish, but I went out and shot some video. We'll share some of that with you in just a moment. I want to thank J.C. Prater this morning for allowing us to come out his pond. We got a truckload of fish. Not only that did my lovely bride catch a bunch of catfish. Well, I got video to prove this. Came home and clubbed them to death in the backyard around the pool and skinned them dudes and cut their head off.
Really? Man.
Why do you club them first? I just skin them.
I mean, she just...
Ellie Mae Clampett.
She just, Ellie Mae. And next, Clay, thanks to you, she's wanting to get her one of those deer things where she can hang a deer up and skin it during deer season next year. We turned into the freaking hillbillies on Briarwood Circle.
That's getting a little wild. Just don't let them watch the movie The Burning Bed.
It's wild. Now, next week, I know, is spring break, so you're informing me today that we have to find a backup substitute cook for next Thursday.
I have several microwave dinners
Available. David says he can handle it maybe next week.
I believe David
He's
could.
good at pancakes.
Okay. All right. Pancakes. I know a lot of cheerleaders and stuff that love pancakes and things like that. Maybe he can bring some of his old friends in.
Well, he can. But yeah, Gloria has turned into, as Zack said, an Ellie Mae. Y'all not going to believe it. I can't believe it. Still can't believe it.
Give me a
My lovely bride, who makes her living doing whatever I tell her to do, and out there yesterday and clubbing fish to death.
So today, Gloria's cooking today.
Yeah, something similar to that. All right, let's go, Gloria, with us. Some rain coming in. Maybe it's going to wash all this pollen away.
No respect.
First of all, you're missing the main point. I cooked them, did not burn them.
And I ate them.
Frying them, but me and grease, I needed to save the house anyway, so can't do that. Let's quickly go over that forecast. 68 degrees. We'll just look at the seven-day forecast this morning. Looking pretty good. We've got some rain moving on in, but 68 degrees right now. Going to be a beautiful day today until, of course, the rain gets here. There it is. And 70s for your temperatures. 230-4988 gets us this morning. If you hear the dog bark, that's because he's playing with Elvis this morning.
Elvis, that's Cassidy. I mean, that's Cassidy's. That's Zorro's cousin.
That's right.
His cousin. I know y'all find this hard to believe that she actually did that, but I'm not kidding you. I was stunned. That's why we're staying on her so long this morning.
He said, I cannot believe I'm married to you.
You fish? You fish?
No,
okay. In this room, you ever skinned a fish?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I didn't club them first, though.
Have you
Me either. And I grew up in New Hope. I have never skinned a fish.
Because you're too busy cockfighting.
I'm never bear wrestling. Never skinned a fish.
Have you ever caught a fish?
I caught you, didn't
I? Never mind, no more questions.
Zach, what's up with you, buddy?
Nothing much.
Now, you're headed, you and your buddy over there, y'all are headed to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, about lunchtime.
About lunchtime?
Yeah.
Oh, so what's going on down there? Coach's clinic?
Well, they had a coaching clinic. They got Bill Parcells, Lou Holt's coming in, and you get to go down there.
Lou Holt.
Lou Holt.
I don't like
Lou Holt for Peppermint.
I'll tell him you said that.
He got too many wrinkles in his face.
He spits when he talks.
All over the place.
If you get in front of him, you better take a towel or not.
Let me ask you now, when they're down there, can you talk to them?
Yeah, you can talk to the coaches. Let me see if I can get Coach Saban to interview.
Can you do an interview with them?
No, they wouldn't let
I mean,
me.
if you told them that Jamie Cooper said,
If I threw your name out there, but probably not. I'll probably have to, kind of keep it quiet.
all right. In just a minute, we're going to talk with you, David. I'm sorry about the dogs running around in here. They're cousins.
What do you got, a dog pound?
I think Elvis is like twice as big as
3 times, 4 times.
y'all busy, Lewis and Son?
We are. It's same process every day. So working with insurance companies, working with homeowners.
Yeah, but y'all taking care of all the damage, right?
We are.
All right, and what's the update on your house?
Oh, there is no update yet. It's just going to have to take most of it down, I guess.
All right, let me tell y'all, I'll do a couple update on the weather here, Zach, before we get cranking here. Decatur Daily says warm weather may burn cash. It says most people are saving an average of about $25 a month right now because it's been so warm. It says, however, don't get overjoyed yet because it's so warm, you're going to have to turn your air conditioner on and it's going to make up for it because the temperatures right now are about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than they should be at this time of the year. And also, the Huntsville Times has got it. See in yellow, pollen returns in full force to Tennessee Valley. And they've got the whole article in yellow this morning. Says, forget about painting the town red. What about yellow? Says right now, every vehicle appears to be right now covered in green-looking stuff. 20% of the U.S. population suffers from allergies. Huntsville has the highest rate with about 30% of area residents experience pollen-related problems.
Yellow fella.
And it said that, yellow fella. It says pollen started in February. That's about a month more than normal.
Right.
So that just brings you up to date on news. Let's talk about first, Zack. Let's talk about your team, the Saints. Sean Payton, he going to eat $7.5 million.
He ain't worried about that. The Saints are going to pay that for him.
No, they can't either.
Yeah, they can.
Nobody, no.
They can't pay
bonus.
it.
They can't give
This
no.
is the stiffest penalty. USA Today's got him on the front page of the paper today.
Good.
The stiffest penalty ever in the NFL.
They can't pay him nothing. He can't go to the offices.
He's
they
not.
said
He's going to go to
April
LSU
1st.
and coach. We're going to pay him over there.
He can't do anything. The GM suspended 8 games. And then Greg Williams, the defense coordinator, who's now with Fisher at the Rams, he's indefinite. He can
never coach again.
He could never possibly coach again.
This is freaking football. If these people don't understand it, it's a hitting game. When have you not played a game and not wanted to put their best players out?
Oh, hey, Donnie, the rules are rules. He was
We might as well
warned.
put flags
He
on
was
people,
warned.
put panties on them, let them get played some kind of women's football.
Wait a minute, they're
This is ridiculous.
He was warned. Yeah, so he was warned.
Bonuses.
That's out of
He condoned it.
That's out of the collective
condone it too.
bargaining
Shut
agreement.
up.
They were given extra money, and that was outside their regular pay, so that's outside the collective bargaining agreement.
It's football, not
So
gladiators.
it's illegal.
It's illegal. That's right, Zach. We play by the rules.
No, you don't.
Alabama
No, you
does.
don't. Alabama never played
LSU
by
got
the
beat
rules.
21-0.
We can go
and
back.
the Saints are going
I can
down
go back and
too.
look at the Bear and show you he never played by the rules.
yeah,
and Alabama
okay,
never will play
okay.
by
I'm
the
going to
rules.
have to tell you both.
All right, let me tell you something, Donnie.
Look,
I've got 2 special guys in here today. If you don't shut up, we're going to have a cage match right over here in a minute. 'Cause they're probably
I'm ready to
Alabama
go.
fans, aren't
I'm
you?
ready to go. Let's go.
See there? He's an
Go
LSU
on.
fan. Take him outside and beat. He's got
All I gotta
ultimate
say-
fighters over here.
All I
buddy.
got to say is it took us 1 try to beat y'all, not 2.
Yeah, okay.
That's all I got to say. Let's
Donnie,
move
there's
on.
another reason you'll never win political office here. All right, Zach, let's continue our discussion about the mightiest team ever, Alabama.
The Saints.
Yeah.
Halt. Let's go back to one other thing. Let's talk about Tebow. You know who ain't happy about that move? Joe Namath.
Joe Willie.
Namath, right here. Namath unhappy with trade for Tebow. Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Namath, Jamie Cooper's #1 player ever, says, I'm just sorry that I can't agree with the situation. I think it's just a publicity stunt. I can't go with it. I think it's wrong. It says, why did he go to the Jets?
Who cares if it's
Well,
publicity
I mean,
stunt?
we were talking about it just a minute ago. Supposedly, he could have had his choice of going to the Jaguars, and he picked to go to the Jets. Apparently, Jaguars wasn't going to change their offense for just specifically.
But he
for him.
played high school ball there.
He's a legend in Jacksonville, but he chose to go to the Jets. So a lot of people are upset that he didn't go to Jacksonville. Well, you need to call Tim Tebow, but he's going to eat up in the media circus of New York. I mean, that's a bad place for him to
Okay,
go.
you going to the Jets?
What's happened to McElway? I mean, what happened to our core, Greg McElroy? Is he done?
Greg McElroy, I'm hoping he'll get released and the Dallas Cowboys will pick him up. His daddy works for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know. Is there a chance that would happen?
It's a possibility because I don't see him probably sticking around in New York. So I'm hoping.
Especially after he dogged him out for being so bad in the.
Well, he was just telling truth. Sometimes truth hurts.
All right, now when y'all head to Tuscaloosa today, are y'all allowed to see practice?
Yeah, we're allowed
A
to see.
limited version of that?
No,
or
we're
what?
allowed to see full practice. But the bad thing about this, it's probably going to rain, so they moved to indoor facilities. And I've been told when you go inside, it's hard to see everything. So when it's outside, you got full access. We can walk up to the coach's offices. If we wanted to sit down and talk to Coach Saban, if he was in his office, we could. But
He knows
usually,
you?
Make
no,
sure
he
his
don't know.
shoes are
him.
heated.
Usually, I kind of hang around Coach Cochran, strength coach. He's probably one of my favorites.
So you probably won't interview him?
I wish I could interview him.
What about Harvey Updike?
He's
You think you
he's
could get a-
he's an exciting
What
guy,
other
too.
sports have you got, Zach?
Well,
Since
we
you're
talked
here for a
about
full hour today.
yeah. So you meet.
Yeah, go
Dude,
ahead, tell me
I'll-
what you got right now.
Well,
Tell me a little bit about it.
Well,
I'll see if y'all like it.
Auburn started practice this week.
Who?
Auburn.
Sorry, David, no offense.
Auburn starting practice. Former Bama player D'Amico Ryans was traded from Texas to the Eagles. Former Bama player Evan Mathews re-signed with the Eagles.
Oh, God.
And then Mark Anderson, former Bama player, signed with the Bills. Sweet 16 starts back up tonight. I know everybody's brackets are probably pretty much shot if they
No,
do
mine's
that.
good.
I'm going Kentucky to
I
win
put
the whole
Bama
thing.
out
I got
the first
Kentucky
round,
beat North
so I got
Carolina.
smart on that.
What happened to Bama last week? Man, we should have won that game. Dumb
They-
call at the end.
Well, yeah, dumb call, and then he got fouled at the end.
You didn't play your game.
So, NASCAR, Brad Keselowski won at Bristol last week, and this week to go to California.
Who?
And Brad Keselowski.
Never heard of him.
Then I got some buddies at church, Jimmy, Jesse, and Stan said that I don't mention NHRA or Formula One. Well, NHRA does not race
First
this
of all, they're
weekend.
probably the only two guys that ever wanted to
Formula
cares
One,
about that.
Formula One's at the Petronas Malaysian Grand Prix, and IndyCar's at the Honda Grand Prix of St. Petersburg.
Hey, you got a knife? Stab me. please.
Okay,
I've never had anybody in the history of this television program ask me about drag racing.
well, there's some drag racing fans around here.
Hit
Seriously.
me like you did those catfish.
Really?
Just like Ultimate Fighter, I like Ultimate Fighting. I like to watch it.
I'd be saying that
And-
too.
You don't look big enough to fight. Me? Yeah.
Hey, let
You
me
ain't ready.
Hey, don't jump. Just stay there. Don't worry about it.
Didn't you just lose a bunch of weight?
Not that much.
You look skinny as a rail. I think I'd probably take you on.
He will be on you like a spider monkey.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm just building him up.
I got two more things. UH basketball team, they got beat in the Elite Eight last night. And then the Alabama Hammers' first home game is this Saturday night at the VBC. And I forgot to say it last week, but TP, David, and Tim at work, shout out to them.
Anybody else realizing you're becoming such a celebrity here in Athens?
I have more people keep coming to me at work saying, I saw you on there. So I thought people watched 1931 and 48 for their morning news.
Zack.
Apparently they watch ZTV.
You don't even mention your name on here. First of all,
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a whole different class.
It's okay.
I didn't mention anybody,
It don't matter.
It don't matter. It's okay.
But more and more people I'm finding out watches ZTV.
So you're saying 1931 48, we beat them in your ratings.
Apparently so.
That's all. That's good enough for me, Zach. That's good
apparently
enough.
so.
That's why you're
That
here.
was almost
That's right,
difficult
yeah.
for him to say,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
You can mention NHRA.
Yeah, go ahead. What else you want to talk about? Duck hunting or anything like that? I mean,
No.
New cars, women.
When's hunting season start, Clay? We'll bring that up.
yeah, that's probably. Hey, we're trying to bring back a local legend, and besides me, and
I'm
and
here
the,
already.
Donnie McElroy, trying to bring him back, hunt, fish, cook, and bring him back. Gloria may be putting him out of business. We may be starting a regular segment, Gloria's Game, and go out here and let her kill anything she can after beating him up. I tell you, I'm going to air some of that video in just a
Flintstones.
moment coming up with you. I saw her club
Stunned him.
4 catfish to death yesterday with a claw hammer around our pool in the backyard.
Well, don't let
Sounds like
Peter
a
know
country
that.
song.
Huh?
Don't let Peter know that.
Peter'll be protesting there in the parking lot.
Yep.
And skin them right there. I'm going to take a break right now. David will tune up for you in just a moment. Y'all hang loose over there, guys. You've got a big match coming up this weekend. I'll give you some advice on how you might be able to take them.
Don't take it.
I don't know the first thing about that. I don't know. I don't
Put a
want no part
cage
of
in
it.
here and I'll fight him.
You know I've wrestled a bear,
Fight with you soon.
a live bear.
Yeah, he didn't wrestle it. He got
Don't look at me. Just say, hey, look at that gray-headed guy over there. I used to be a bad dude
Used to be.
when I was your size. Huh?
bad smelling.
I still am every now and then. Right, Zach?
That's right, Jay.
Zach's going to hang around. You can text Gloria 603-4848. Gets her each and every time.
Thanks.
You're watching Cooper Company. Jeffrey, how's it going in the kitchen?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Right
we'll
now.
get back on with him. He's got in his own world going on over there. We'll take a break, come right back in just a moment. Y'all hang on.
Wow.
When Rudy's
Frank just
daughter
bought that pole up here and he's baiting it. I'm like, no, Frank, you know when he brings that camera out here, I'm going to have to bait my own hook. He's like, well, it's just being nice.
Well, next time you do your own.
I have to go get my own fishing pole out of Frank's truck.
I'll get.
Oh, we're going to cheat a little.
Give them something to snack on, Mr. Prater.
See that film there?
Oh, yeah, I see.
my
Gloria, you're probably gonna see some monsters coming up there when
They're the one fixing to get you here.
Not piranhas.
Oh, this is kind of like cheating.
You don't actually eat these, do you?
Huh?
Huh? They good?
And yeah. They're not really.
There it goes, Jimmy. Yay! My first. Frank, your fishing pole's black in here. Didn't think I'd catch one, huh? Look at them all. How can you not?
That's better than no puny brim we caught over at Blakely's.
True, very true. All right, let's see if I can get them off the hook. Go from the bottom up, like. Why am I asking JV? Afraid he's gonna jump. Do we throw them back? Or do we have to take one to the show and clean it?
Throw them back. He's got some already.
Oh gosh, there's some huge ones in there. Record time.
Frank, you're going to have to get it off the hook.
I will. There's Gloria. There's Gloria.
Gosh. That's pretty awesome. That's kind of cheating, though. You can see.
We're going to talk about ultimate fighting in just a moment. Bear with me, guys. Don't get mad. Don't get your temper up yet. Let's go to the kitchen on Talk In.
Let's see 'em
Jeffrey
fight.
Scott Mathews in the Lewis & Son kitchen on a Thursday morning to see what's happening. You said this is a one-pot shot.
This is a one-pot shot, chicken tortellini soup.
Camera one.
It's got a little broccoli. You've got mushrooms. Aside that, right there, we have got a pot full.
How's your mama?
Mama is good. We talked this morning. Actually, it started last night. We did the kitchen cam now that we
Now
have at
tell me,
home.
you FaceTimed your mom down in Louisiana. You mounted your phone to your forehead and showed you cooking it the whole time she's looking at it.
Mother's trying to help me with some different recipes, and she says, well, if you can just hold your phone. I said, but I need both my hands. So I took my belt, I wrapped it around my head and stuck my phone right in the front. Do not attempt that at home, because you may drop it in your pot of whatever you're cooking. And we worked on a couple different things last night while we were FaceTiming. After 40 minutes, I removed the phone and belt from my head, and I had an imprint of my iPhone in the front of my head right here. But it worked out. 2 weeks from right now, I'll say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Ready for this?
I'm waiting.
Black-eyed pea patty sandwiches. Huh?
What is it?
That's right. That sounded good, didn't it? I'm going to repeat it one more time. Black-eyed pea patties that you can make into a sandwich. Doesn't that sound good? Doesn't that sound good? Thank you, Mom, for that recipe. Hey, if you check in right here, I've got some chicken tortellini soup going.
Hey, you want to throw some of that catfish in with it that
You know
Gloria
what?
loved to death?
It couldn't hurt. This is actually going to be pretty thick. It'll be pretty good. This will be ready in about 15, 20 minutes. So,
All right.
Good to go. Thanks.
That's the kitchen over there this morning, Lewis and Son River. We'll talk with David in just a moment too about Lewis and Son River. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Sorry y'all had to wait a little bit. Don't get your temper up.
That's okay.
Now, Adam, what do you do?
I'm actually with Sport Fight X. We own Sport Fight X, which is the promotion company that puts the fights on.
And the fight is this weekend.
That's correct, yes, sir.
Now, what is it? Is it ultimate fighting, which has become a big thing?
It's mixed martial arts fighting.
Mixed martial arts. Now, you're from Elkmont.
Yes, I am.
How did you get into this?
I started kickboxing when I was 8.
8. Now, the Courier had an article on you in Sunday's paper. What do you go by?
Not right now, she can't.
Matt Vaughan.
Matt Vaughan. They called you Vaughan Braun or something in the paper, didn't they? Matt Vaughan. Now, man, you started kickboxing at 8.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you weigh?
Right now, I weigh about 181.
You look skinny.
Thank you.
Are there different levels? I mean, how many people are? What
Is
age
that
group?
intimidating when you're in the ring?
What weight class is
Arcade?
this?
I guess.
Well, hang on a second. What weight class? How many weight classes are there?
Well, there's the weight classes run from like 265 all the way down to, like 115, I guess. So
Just men or women too?
Men and women.
Women do it too?
Yeah, we have 2 girls fighting on this side here.
All right, this takes place at Civic Center this weekend.
Yes, sir. This Saturday, March 24th, Vaughan Braun Civic Center. Prelims start at 6:30 p.m., which is the fights that go on before the pay-per-view, and the pay-per-view starts at 8 o'clock.
Now, will this be pay-per-view out of Huntsville?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Oh, good. Then you've hit the big time.
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of. I mean, now you have a regular job too. You're a technician at the hospital.
Yes, sir.
A doctor, basically.
No, not at all.
Why do you want to do this? I mean, why do you want? Don't you get
Do you
your
have
face
all your
messed
teeth?
up?
I do have all my teeth.
Okay.
Good-looking kid like you, why do you want to get out and get pulverized? Or pulverize somebody else?
If all goes to plan, I don't get pulverized. I try not to get hit as few times as possible. That's how you.
What's the
That's how I
biggest
make it.
injury you've had?
The biggest injury I've had, I had my jaw dislocated, my left eardrum busted.
But that's not good.
So you're fighting, y'all use gloves?
Yes, they're 4-ounce gloves. They're mainly to keep you from breaking your hands.
What's the number one weapon, your feet or?
Gloria's hammer.
Oh, Gloria's hammer, yeah. You'll see that video coming up here in just a little bit too.
I try to, I think that I'm pretty well-rounded. I can pretty much use my hands and
You
feet
said
or
you
whatever.
practice a lot for this.
I do.
How do you practice?
Who do you beat
I mean, do you
up?
take somebody like Zack and just whip the dog doo-doo out of them and then just use them as a whipping boy or what?
I don't think beating up Zack would make me a whole lot better. We have.
Let's get it on.
We have a gym with about 30 to 40.
Hey.
And several professional fighters that are in my gym, and we train several hours a day to make each other better.
You don't fight each other though, do you?
Yeah. Well, not in an actual event, but we train together. Yes.
What satisfaction do you get out of being in a ring? Could get potentially injured severely.
I feel like in every other sport, like basketball or baseball, if you lose, then you got beat. But here, if you lose, you also get beat up. So you definitely don't want to lose here and there. And there's really no other feeling like winning a fight in front of 2,000 or 3,000 people. It's just I like.
You're talking to a man who wrestled a bear on live TV.
Right. Yeah.
Wasn't successful, but did it.
I understand that. Yeah. But I just
So
like.
what is the ultimate?
Adrenaline rush?
What is the ultimate plan for you? What do you want to do?
I think everybody that does mixed martial arts eventually wants to make it to Strikeforce, the UFC, or Bellator, or one of those real, elite promotions. So that would be my ultimate goal. But right now, I'm happy at fighting in Sport Fight X. So.
Wow.
No, are you 22?
22.
22. Now, Adam, how popular is what we're talking about now? How popular is this across the country?
Well, mixed martial arts is probably the fastest growing sport. I mean, it's became huge. Or you got everybody wants a piece of the business. You got more gyms now. There's a lot of companies out there that are putting fights on, but it's big.
Let me give you an idea for something. You could be the first one to take this and run with it.
We might go in together.
What, huh?
We could go in together.
Well, no, I'm going to give you the idea, and then I'll be one of the first to sign up.
All right.
You need to when they go through divorces, you need to let husbands fight their ex-wives, soon-to-be ex-wives. Put them in a ring, make it evenly matched, And then let's see who kills each other.
Yeah.
See, I'm giving you something right there to work with now.
I'm getting one now, so it's something I've already thought about.
Oh, you're getting divorced now? Was she watching this morning? Let's call her out. Huh? Come on. It'll be on YouTube later. Let's call her out.
That's right. Yeah.
Huh? Is she a fighter?
Oh yeah, she's a fighter. Yeah.
Already? So now you're scared of her?
Yeah, probably so.
Huh?
Yeah.
Have him fight her.
Definitely scared of
Should
her.
be, should be.
So are you a fighter too?
No.
So no wonder you're scared of her.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Smart man.
Well, that'd be a good idea though, don't you think?
I think it's a great idea. Yeah. I think it's great.
Of course, I've been married a couple times. I'd just take on all three of them.
You like that bear?
Huh?
Yeah.
You like that bear?
What else we need to know about what you do? You grew up in Elkmont, started 8 years old, 22 now, and getting ready to...
And his
Ain't your mama afraid you're going to get hurt?
No, I want to say something. His mother is his biggest fan. She's the reason he's up here this morning.
Yeah, she's my mother supports me a whole lot. My whole family does. You know, they're always there. My mother never watches my fights though, but she's always there. But
don't think I would
she
be
watches
able
them 100 times after I actually fight. But doesn't-
No, they all videotape. Well, they would be for pay-per-view type stuff.
Yeah.
So how can people get them here? What is it on pay-per-view? Is it on DirecTV, Dish,
No, it's
cable?
It's on www.gofightlive.tv. It's an
Okay.
internet broadcast, but with like the new technologies that you have, you can run it right through your
So soon we could be airing it here on ZTV 11.
We have a lot of sports bars like in Atlanta and places like that.
Okay, great.
It's,
Interesting.
All right, anything else we need to know?
I can tell you a little bit about him. He's
Tell
probably not going to tell you. We have the best guys chosen to fight on this card here, and he's one of the elite guys that we chose. Matt's been fighting for a number of years. We've watched him go through like some lower amateur ranks, and he's moving up now. He's a professional now, and he trains out of a good camp, Sturgis MMA, which is in Huntsville, Alabama. So I mean, he's going to really put on a good show.
So how many fights will you have a year?
try to fight once every 2 months. So.
Oh, every 2 months. And you hope you don't get injured where you'll take you 2 months to recover, right?
Correct.
Well, we want to wish you the best of luck. Thanks for coming up this morning.
Thank you very much for having
do we
me.
need to do a sample? I mean, I can get Zack out here on the floor and I can kick him upside the head a few times. We'll go put your helmet on, Zack. I got one in the back. Oh, you don't need a helmet. Zack, I might be able to take you. Well, but let me throw the LSU fan in there. Let's throw Donnie in there, and you can whip up on him a little bit.
He's an LSU fan. I know I don't want to hurt him.
Yeah. Well, roll tide. Thanks for coming up and wish you the best of luck. Good to see you. Hope your divorce goes fine. And if you run with that idea, keep me in mind.
Yeah.
Now, in just a moment, he's talking about how mean his soon-to-be ex-wife is. Now, yesterday, mine shocked me. We'll get to that video later in the program this morning when she clubbed to death 4 catfish this big.
How
And
big?
then cut their head off and skin them, and I had to eat them. Huh?
And you survived.
We're going to come back in the kitchen, talk with David, too, with Lewis and Sunroof, and y'all hang on.
Thank y'all so much.
We're going to talk about Lewis and Sunroof, and hang on some Dave. I got to demonstrate something. Zack's over there bragging about this new car he got. He got him a new Chevrolet Cruze. He got him a new, he bought it from Danny Kelly over Lynn Lake. That's Zack over there bragging about it. Wasn't he bragging about it? They're going to Tuscaloosa in a minute. I said, Zack, he said, why don't you trade that Hummer in? I was talking about $99 worth of gas I had to fill up. He says, why don't you just trade in? I said, Zack, what'd you rather be seen in? A Hummer or a Chevrolet Cruze or a Volt? I told Zack, he said, well, he probably couldn't see. I said, Zack, you could stand up. Your head would be right here sticking out the sunroof, and you could just drive like this right here. Zack, you want to take my truck to Tuscaloosa, and I'll take that Cruze?
I'll pass.
Yeah, okay. What do you think, Dave? You drive a big truck. How are you, man?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Y'all, I'm surprised you got time to come over this morning as busy as y'all been.
It's a good thing your show's the first thing in the morning.
When you get out and get cranking, you'll go from right here to go do estimates. What time do you usually get through at night?
Usually I go home probably somewhere between 5 and 6 o'clock, and I still have computer work and paperwork and estimates to get out. So sometimes I can work as late as 8, 9 o'clock at night.
At home on the computer?
At home on the computer, get the estimates out.
Now, how long does it take when you go look at someone's house? And last week I know you was over in Cherokee. Mm-hmm. How long does it take you to get an estimate back to that customer on average?
On average, if it's just a roof, I can get it done within an hour. If it's major wind damage, tornado damage, things like that, I can spend anywhere from 4 to 6 to maybe even 8 hours just getting the estimate together, not counting the actual time that I've got invested in the job, dealing with the insurance company and dealing with the homeowners.
Right now, what is your assessment of the damage that was caused 3 weeks ago tomorrow? I know y'all got a lot of those jobs. I mean, was it
Right.
I know, like Donnie's house got to be completely redone and stuff like that. This is what people like you guys, this is when y'all are at your finest.
Oh, yeah.
Lewis and Son.
There's a wide variety of the damage that's out there. I mean, there's a mix of just the catastrophic hail damage is probably the most extensive that I've ever seen. The houses that really got hit just got hit to where it's really unbelievable to see the amount of damage that's there. And then you take the tornado damaged homes that, even though it wasn't that wide of a tornado path that went through the path that it carved, you've got the houses that are completely destroyed, you've got the houses that had moderate damage, and then you've got the houses that are just barely scathed, but they still have tens of thousands of damage.
Once you give them an estimate, they agree with it with their insurance company. How soon is it before Lewis and Son gets started on that renovation?
Some jobs we're completely done with already.
Really?
We had jobs with the tornadoes that hit on Friday. I would say there were jobs where homeowners had their money in hand by Monday and Tuesday of the following week, where insurance adjusters were the first people that the insurance companies responded to. The insurance company cut them a check right there on the spot. We made the agreement. We proceeded with the work.
All right, some of the viewers out here right now are watching, or they have friends that have, or relatives that had a home damage, or they have hail damage or stuff like that. They're watching, they need to call you. How soon would it be before you can get to them?
We will do the best we can to get to them within the next 24 to 48 hours. Typically, if a homeowner calls our office today, we will contact them by the end of the day and have a set scheduled time for them in the next couple of days.
All right, y'all need to call Lewis and Son Roofing. He may come in and cook for us next week, since our #1 man will be out of town vacationing. So since you live right down the road in Price, we'll see you up here. Thanks, Dave. Doing a great job. Lewis and
Thank you
Son
very
Roofing,
much.
y'all give them a call. They're the best in the business. Let's head over to the kitchen before we go clubbing catfish. Here's Gloria and Master Chef Jeffrey Scott Mathews. Jaw jacker, lip smacking, ready to go.
Yeah, okay. I hear you. Yes, okay. He is just absolutely stunned about me hitting the catfish. I am too.
I think he feels threatened.
I'm going to make the whole family watch that video. All right, what are you doing?
I realize now when you buy the tortellini noodles, do not buy 4 packs for such a small pot as we have here.
Kind of blows up.
Yes, it definitely expands, but I'd rather expand here than in your stomach. So I believe we got this just about ready. Okay. We're going to add a little fancy shredded Parmesan cheese. This will also thicken it up a little bit, especially for if you like it more soupy, I guess.
What does the liquid look like? I can't see.
The liquid is just a chicken broth.
Okay, just right.
And it's got 2 cans of evaporated milk put in there. And once the fire is off, if you let it sit just for, as a working here, let it sit just for about, I guess, 2 or 3 minutes. And this is a gigantic pot here.
I hope the fighters are hungry this morning.
I believe, you know, this is. I believe we should have enough, and I've also got to-go bowls for anybody else that needs some to-go bowls. But back to that fishing yesterday, that I had planned on going, and I know I didn't get to make it, but that sounds a little nerve-wracking on the end. When you came home, was any of the neighbors out there when you were clubbing?
Well, I don't know why it matters. He videotaped the whole thing. And I really messed up. And I know, don't call me, don't text me, tell me, you really messed up. I cut the head off the first catfish. And then I thought, well, how am I going to hold on to it to skin it? So by the 3rd one, then it came back to me.
All right, first of all, let's just get this straight. I've never skinned a fish, probably never caught a fish. Don't care nothing about hunting, fishing. I got my other choices I'd rather be involved in. I done captured the biggest fish of all right here. But yesterday in our backyard, she was going to do it in the kitchen. I said, no, you're not bringing those catfish. I wouldn't even let them in the truck, Zack. Frank had to deliver them in the back of his truck over there. I wouldn't let them get in the Hummer.
Well, I wanted to be comfortable, and it was windy outside.
All right. Here's our video from our backyard yesterday around 11:30, and then we'll come back out after this. Let's go to the video of Gloria Cooper killing, clubbing, mutilating, destroying, tearing apart 4 catfish in our backyard. We'll be back just a moment on this Thursday morning. Y'all hang on.
I said I had to do this, right? Now I'm wondering why. Just
Me
got
too.
finished fishing. I'm just a trip. Okay, let's get one out and see if I
So
remember
you're
how to
actually
do
going to
this.
clean these yourself.
We have 4 catfish. I caught 9, by the way. Frank caught 3. Sorry, Frank. All right. I told him I wouldn't make fun of him, so I won't. Okay, ready? See if I remember.
Now, how do you know how to clean fish?
When I was growing up, my grandfather lived in Wisconsin, and he would always take me fishing. I loved to go fishing with my grandfather. And then we had to clean them afterwards. Stripers, me getting hands dirty. Always cut that off first. That's what he always said. That way it didn't cut my fingers. Because girls need to have pretty fingers when they get older. I guess just snap it off. Oh, I guess the first thing you do is hit him in the head with a hammer, which I really am having a little
I've
difficulty
seen it
with
on
that
a
right
country
now.
rubber story before.
That's kind of difficult for me to do right now, but... Is it dead? I guess so. Okay. I can do this. Why I want to, I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking he's dead. Hush, Sora. We would. Crazy. I'm thinking I'm crazy too. It's still alive. Another hit. Can't believe I'm doing this. I just killed a fish. I'm gonna have to shoot all of this. Let me make sure I got one down before we do another one. Then, how do I remember doing it? I might have to call my mother. I wonder how painful that is if he's still alive. That'd be awful.
Who cares? Just slice the dude.
You wanna try it?
No.
Sure? You have to skin him, honey. I think we did that. Cut his head off first. I remember if we wore gloves back then.
What was the question you just asked?
That's why she kept hitting him on the head. I didn't know he was dead.
Who was it?
Well, why do you think she's just going to beat it to death,
I just
make
thought
mush out of
I
it?
just thought she was having a good time hitting him. She'd keep hitting him 2 or 3 more times.
I was venting.
That makes me feel good. You've never skinned a fish either.
No, I had never skinned a fish.
Bunch of
So me and you
wusses
just
in
football
here.
fans, right?
That's right.
We just go roll tide roll.
Roll tide,
Jeffrey,
roll.
how's the meal? Is it ready to eat? Zach wants to be the first one to taste it.
Have you ever been fishing?
Oh yeah, I've been fishing.
Okay, but never clubbing.
I went fishing, but never caught him.
Okay.
Did you ever
Since
go
Gloria,
clubbing?
hey, Clay, since Gloria gets good at that, she's wanting to get her club and go kill those little baby white seals for their fur, you know, when they do it in Alaska, where she started clubbing them things to
I
death too
haven't.
and dragging them out.
I have a mink. A very nice one, by the way.
Yeah, and then she's going to hang up deer, and deer seeds get her and start skinning them in her backyard.
Not. We'll leave,
we ready to eat?
we'll leave the slayer over here to this one.
All right, so what's happening, Jeffrey? Tell
All
me
right.
something. How's your mama?
Killing a fish.
Mama's good.
After being up all night,
Yeah, she's
FaceTiming with you?
She's probably a little
She
tired.
coming to the wedding?
Yes, she is going to be at the wedding and at the after party event
Oh, yeah.
Over-
the one that Donnie Huddleston's hosting.
over in Athens area.
Yeah.
All right, here we got our.
About how many
total
relatives about how many Mathews can we expect that day after the wedding?
38.
38.
38.
Hope you cook more than you did last time, Donnie.
Well, now that I know there's 38, I'll cook a big old
So their whole bunch is coming.
pot that size.
Yeah, everybody's coming.
So you've informed them all that we're having a after wedding, post wedding
Yes,
party.
and I'd also like to thank, I shouldn't, but I will,
What's the steam?
Bankston Motorhomes for providing 3 motorhomes for my front yard for all my relatives to stay in.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so they're all going to be sleeping in close quarters. They
Yeah,
won't be arriving at our house in those. will
As
they?
long as the little sewage thing is closed, that it just doesn't go
So
out
you're going to
there
have
in the
3
yard.
motorhomes parked in your. That was a good. Daniel come up with that idea.
Yeah, Daniel come up with that idea. I thought
Well,
it
that's
was great.
good.
Worked out
I'd
really
still
good.
charge them rent.
Well, you know, there's a $75
Zach, you'll be
night.
there that day, won't you?
Good.
Yeah. It's the Sunday before Memorial Day. Donnie's cooking for 45, 50 people.
I thought Gloria and Leanne was hosting this party.
Gloria's cooking catfish.
I'm not cooking any
All right,
more.
anything else we need to know?
No, I just, if this weekend at the MMA fight, there, if you could show up with a club, that would be
All right,
awesome.
thank y'all for getting up. Thank you guys for coming in. Good luck this weekend. Thank all y'all. Zach, tell Coach Saban I said get out of here and roll
I'll
tide.
tell him you said roll
All right. Lewis and Son cooking up a storm on a Thursday morning edition. Y'all give them a call. We got to go for the day. See y'all bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.